but we are starting with 4.7 million in the bank. This challenge is a triple the money challenge. We are going for $15 million in the bank on an operating farm. We're not going to sell our assets to get there. We are going to make a profit of 15 million. That is the challenge. So this will take a little bit of time. Jumping in real quick to look at the settings that we will be starting on. We are starting on 10 times time scale, easy economy. I think that just cuts off some of the years off of the back end of it. Traffic's on because I think it's funny. Seasonal growth, 3 days per month. Might bump that up to 4 depending on the time. Snow is on. Crop destruction's on. Periodic plowing is on. I turned fieldstone off because I just hate that process. Weeds are on. Disaster destruction, we're going to keep it on. We're going to let that happen. Dirt is on fast. Automatic didn't start off. Coming down, the only other thing is just making sure that I turned off all of these off of buy so when they are using them. We'll be using precision farming, and we're going to get it going now. So we will be having to switch between controller and the steering wheel because that is just how the PlayStations are set up, man. That's just how the PlayStations are set up. So first thing we want to do is we want to get us our truck, man. We got to get our truck. But we also need to switch the jams up because this is not what we're feeling. What we're feeling... All right, we need to get us our truck. Now, I did see that we added in this new package of these Mercedes trucks. But they are very, very expensive to get. This one's way cheaper. And that thing is sick, dude. That thing is sick. Because this one is 260. What's the difference, man? Oh, this one only goes to 240 horse. I think we might get one of these for our first car on the series, man. This might be the thing. Agricultural frame, no. Is 240 horsepower, do we think that's going to be enough in our truck? Gonna have a vacation. So there's going to be a lot of kind of debating here at the first, because if I get like the Silverado has 400. You know? Now, I guess the benefit to... Oh, gonna go ahead and save the game, I guess. The benefit to having that Mercedes is that it does have the ability of the front loader. So we are able to pick things up, and we'll be able to move things that we wouldn't be able to do with a normal truck. Yeah, I say we get this bad boy, and then we... do we want the back to have a three-pointer? I don't think that's necessarily... Maybe. You never know. Yeah, because it still has a normal hitch on it, too. You see it up there. So still the normal hitch. So that's what we're going to do, then. It's a platform. Give me the big boy engine. I usually like whenever you see the BKT tires. Those are usually with those. Man, those are kind of weak this time. Man, I kind of like just... Ooh, those second ones are dirty. Let's go with them. Beacon light. Design 1. Design 2. Dude, you know what? For 500, give me double beacons. Yeah, I think we take the back three-point hitch just in case. Yeah, we'll take sidewalls. We do not want to spend 14,000 on the crop sensor. That's something that we are not going to have to use on this guy. We are going to be able to use something else. Now, we are going to be a John Deere family. That is just who we are. We're a John Deere family around here, I believe. Ooh, that black's kind of cool. I do want to respect the fact that this is still a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? We go white. It's a little too bright on the eyes. That she had another lover on her mind. Ooh. So these are all Mercedes colors here at the beginning. Mercedes truck green or yellow. I think we're going to go with the black because that black looks pretty cool. That's kind of hot. I do have just matte black saved. Matte black look pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's just going to shine too much. I think we might just go with this black. Mercedes black. Respect the game. However, this green... we're going with the green, dude. We're going with the green. I think the green is where we're going to go with this guy. Chromed out, whited out, blacked out. We'll go. I kind of like them. That's us, man. That's us. We're going to take this thing for a spin real quick. Real quick. And then we will come back and get the rest. Oh, look at him. Look at him. That thing is so cool. That is so cool. All right, let's get this thing fired up. Let's get this thing. No one's hit 10K yet. No one has hit 10K yet. Actually, let's see what this thing does here. All right, we can open the back. Open the back. Hip side, fastened belts. Everything's all the same. Everything's all the normal. Getting here on the inside. Take a little look. Ooh, look at that seat pattern. Man, this thing is slick. We'll use this view right there. That looks pretty good. Let's go take this thing for a spin. Let her rip, big dog. Let her rip, big dog. There we go. Yeah, this thing is sweet. This thing is sweet, man. Hopefully you're at 89. 89 hundo. I know you've got to be getting close. You are here like consecutive streams all the time, being a subscriber. I want to say 89 hundo. Yeah, this truck is sweet. This truck is sweet. We're just driving through old Jethro's field real quick. He don't care. He told us it's cool. Check the brakes. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. This truck's pretty cool. 9.3, buddy. We're getting there. You are so close, man. What was that? There we go. We got to get a little bit more country jams going on. Dude, 9.3, that means that you're going to get pretty close today then. If you just keep it up, you know, with the, like in the background, that's going to be like another few hundred at least. We also may be jumping over, same with the last room, maybe jumping over and playing some Fortnite at the end of this one. Big Phil is home. So we might be doing that. All right, so we are going to need a tractor, and I do... If I ask you, would you want to be my baby tonight? They did just recently introduce the Ford package. So they have these Ford, I think they're called articulated tractors. I'm not really an articulated tractor kind of guy. I wonder if... Yep, so it came in this Plains and Prairies pack, if you guys are out there following along with the things you can unlock. Rhinestone Romeo. A whole lot more than a one-night rodeo. I do like just starting out with at least one large tractor, because then it can just be your workhorse for you and just get some stuff done. We got the money for it, so I think that it makes sense for us to just purchase one of the big tractors. Out the gates, baby. Out the gates. My favorite tractor in the game is this beast right here. I love this beast. I don't like the articulated tractors myself. I think they're kind of hard to get along with in a lot of situations. But this is my favorite, but he is a little bit expensive for what we are trying to do. Now that we are starting with the money we got, we are going to not get any money. This is what we're just keeping to go with. We can take a loan if we need to, but that don't need to right now. Oh, yeah, those were the ones that I had to hit triangle so many times just to switch between materials. That wasn't really worth it. What about this big dog right here? We get us an 8R410. 458 horsepower, big boy. We might go with that one right there. Be my baby tonight. Like I said, I think we're going to stick with kind of a theme of John Deere when we can. I like the John Deere stuff. Also really like this tractor here with the treads. What are we looking at? Close to 370. Yeah. We're going to do it. We're going to go big dog out the gates. Big dog. Can't concentrate on the preacher. Preaching. Tension span done turned off. Alright, what kind of setup do we want? Maybe just to go wheel weights. Dynamite kisser. Country has a turnip green. I like them wide tires and weighted. Wide tires and weighted. EU or US? EU, US. I think it's clear which one we're going with. E. Auto power design. What does that mean? Ooh. Man. That's kind of slick. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I kind of like the lighting. We can always add that on later. We'll go with no for now. Yeah, we'll go with the 3-point just because we do want to have, just in case we need it. And then we will, because we're going to be seeding with this guy. We're going to be using this guy for a lot of things. We will take the Isaria Pro Compact. That allows you to use the precision farming, which we'll get into later. Allows you to do that better. I think this is us, man. Man, I kind of like that, I'll be honest. I kind of like twin tires. Now, we'll go right there. There we go. All right, so that is our first tractor we are getting, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Country has a turnip green. That is money. Now, we do want to get a low loader if we can, so that way we can keep as many miles off of our tractor. Pull things around with our truck. We're not going to have very many options. This gotta work. This gotta work until we get a semi. Till we get a semi. Because we'll need a semi eventually to be hauling different things. I think we're going to be starting... We haven't talked about the farm at all. I think that we are going to be starting with... Maybe sheep is what I've been thinking. I gotta get that higher. I have to figure out the controls because I don't use the steering wheel very often, so a lot of the controls we're gonna have to figure out. I know they're all out on a controller. How do we switch? R3. Boom, that's easy. You need to look up a little bit. There we go. All right, baby. Let's get this big boy up in here. There we go. Load her on up, Big Dan. Oop. 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 How are we looking out there? Bartender asked me, says, son, what'll it be? There we go. Hopper than the 4th of July. Oh, look at that. It cuts the bed out when you attach a trailer to it. Kind of neat. Alright, so we will put our straps on. Put our tailgate back up. And we have got to show you guys where the farm is. You guys haven't even seen the farm. To be honest, I also don't know. How all these back roads connect, to be honest. We are down there on bottom 12. We're on like field 7. We're right by field 7. It's called 34. It's like plot 34. Alright, this thing, I was kind of mocking, at first I was mocking its horsepower. But here we go, wide open. Alright, get rid of this. Know where I'm going. We're pulling pretty well. You know? Getting up to 30 there on that little straightaway with this little Mercedes. If I turn my lights on. I don't even know how to do it. Okay, it's R1 in circle. Corner in my soul, red bird. We don't need our working lights on. We're going to be taking a left here. Can't see it, but our turn signal is on. Don't get too close, car. Don't get too close. Missing the sign perfectly. Here we go, baby. Missing that sign, man. We are officially farmers. You can also switch up the view. You want to see what it's like in here. And when this thing's got to load, it kind of... You see how the whole car kind of shifts left and right. Look at it. Out of it. Oh, got a school bus coming. I should probably get on my side of the road. Don't want to hit the school bus, man. We do not want that as soon as we start the game out, just to be starting out and just back races, you know? That is not what we want to be doing. Alright, now our place is just to the left. As we should be able to come down this hill. There's our farm on the left. You'll see we got one big pole barn there. And then we got our houses right there. But coming this direction, it's actually a sharp turn. This is something we might have to work on, is getting this a little bit easier. There we go, big dog. But this is our home. This is our driveway. Picked this out earlier, right before stream, and then I went through and I actually sold the things that were on the land, because I did come with, there was a horse stable, a sheep pen, few horses, few sheep, and I sold all of those. I did keep the house, which we'll check out as soon as I get this bad boy stopped here. Get the back down. I want to take those. Alright, so we kept this pole barn right here. This is a workshop pole barn. So we'll take a look at it real quick. This is our one building. The light should be... This is our one building that we kept. It is a $90,000 building. We could only sell it for $45,000, and I need a garage anyway with a workshop, so I was like, man, this one's pretty awesome. So we kept this one. That's what we did. I do like the little touch. You gotta come over actually to the switch when you're on the inside of the barn. Kind of cool. But we'll get everything opened up here for y'all to see what we got going on. We got big old pole barn. Big old pole barn. And this is our quaint little home. Our humble abode. Can't go in. But this is it. Might put a little step over garage here thing, you know? But this is it. This is home. This is home. The rest of it is up to our imagination, which is pretty freaking cool, which is why this game is neat. It is very sandboxy. Very sandboxy. Alright, so what we need to do now is we actually need to go check out some fields. We got to figure out what we want to buy. We got to figure out what we want to buy. Okay, it makes sense. I think we're going to buy this one regardless of what happens and what's in it. Looks like it's lavender that's in it right now. So we're buying this one for $394,000. And then I think it also makes sense for us to try to get everything on this side of the river. So I don't know if we'll get them all right now. This one is $427,000. $578,000. And this one is $593,000. I don't really want to cross the river. That's kind of inconvenient. I'm going to go with this one, $427,000. That's what we're going to go for. So we'll be 2 fields to start out with. That's what we'll plan with as of now. So let's go check out our fields. Let's go check out our fields. Alright, so these are our 2 fields here. Is this one lavender? Alfalfa. So we have alfalfa grass over here. And what is this? This is ready to harvest canola. This might wither this month because August is about over. Just the way that we started it and everything. This one over here is ready to harvest also. I think we should wait to see what happens in September. I don't want to rent any gear or buy any gear and then have those crops wither halfway through the harvest. Like, that would be just kind of a bummer. But let's go down and check out the rest of our land real quick. I think that makes sense, man. We got to go check out the rest of our property. Go see the backside. Because it might be neat to try to separate the farm up a little bit. You know, maybe back here is where maybe we put our sheep. You know, maybe we put them back removed from the main farm. Or maybe turn this into a little bee sanctuary. Just put a bunch of beehives through here. That actually might be really neat. Just invest a bunch into beehives and just let the honey pile up. Don't have any real big plans for honey. Like, I don't plan on doing, like, cereal or anything. I will split these fields and go head back up then. Go check out the creek line. Man, this little truck is pretty freaking cool. This truck is pretty freaking cool. I think that's the sawmill that's over there. And like carpentry and stuff. Kind of shares the area with us. What's up, fellas? New neighbors. Let's go talk to him real quick. Rolling up in there, you know. What is this, 8 o'clock at night? Hey, new neighbor. What y'all darn? What you darn in here? Is that flour? I think it is flour. I think this is a grain mill. Look. I don't know. Back in the hills, down in the hollers where the folks are real, living in the crazy and the old wildcats, sawed-off shotguns and coonskin caps. That's where I'm from, and I'm proud to say. I was hoping that'd be a little, kind of a cool little bridge. Oh, I guess there's a little bridge right there. Sketchy little 2 planks, not really a bridge. No, I think alfalfa. I think we can drive on alfalfa and it won't hurt anything. So not a big deal if we do that, but we're still gonna go around. Go check out the other field real quick, the other far side of it. Yeah, this thing will fly, man. Going 55 through the grass. There is another pool off right here that separates these 2 fields. Might take advantage of that too to make an extra entrance there to the backside. But also, once you get your farm set up, like, and you get the things going, there's not too much reason to leave too much. It's not like that entrance is going to bother me all that much, I don't think. Because these fields we have are massive. And the ones right around are massive. Got a little extra wooded glen section down here, too. Kind of neat. I kind of like that we're kind of surrounded by trees on this backside, you know? Be nice for hunting season. The animals will probably bed down in there, you know? And then they come up to eat out of the fields. I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass a little bit there. But it sounded good. It sounded right, so. Alright, let's head on back up to the farm. See what's going on up here. We have ample, look at all this room down here to build without having to really mess up the current fields we got going on. Alright, back at the farm. Back at the farm. Probably shut that engine off. Yeah, this barn's pretty sweet. Look how big this thing is. There we go. Just leave that there for now. Now let's see if we can get this trailer. I don't really have a plan right now. I'm just gonna see if I can wiggle this trailer into this barn just for the poops and googs of it, you know, just for the poops and googs. And their hair is dyed. I kind of just want to see if I can do this for no reason, because I'm probably gonna get this right back out and then go up and go pick up a couple pieces of equipment. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. See, I can kind of finagle in there. Those ones are kind of hard to back when you have like the dolly front end on it, kind of, you know. I don't really know what it's called when the front end does that, but when the front end also rotates like that. All right, let's lock up real quick before we go, since we got a, you know, $300,000 tractor in there. Get the lights. Oh, get the lights. All right, so we do have to see what happens with the fields, because that's going to kind of dictate a couple of things that we do. So let's just speed that up a little bit. Speed that up, you know. Now it's 2,200. 2,300. Then go ahead and run out there. Women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight, their hair is dyed. Alright, so now we will go back and go back down to 10. Okay, so the alfalfa is still ready to harvest, so we could take advantage of that and get a little extra muns going, a little extra muns. Is this also up here? Could this canola still ready to harvest? No, it's withered. So you see the canola is withered, so we'll need to plow this. That's not a big deal. We'll let that happen. But the alfalfa, we could turn a pretty good penny, and I think alfalfa can also be used in feeding sheep. Let me look, because alfalfa is a new crop this year. Well, we can use we can use a mower just to get this alfalfa down. We can kind of focus on that to be kind of our first task. And I did say, yeah, Ruxy Bucket's biggest fan. Great day to be alive, baby. Great jam. Here we are. I'm glad that my biggest fan has finally joined the chat. I've been waiting forever. Been waiting forever for you, you know. Been searching for you. All right, we got to get back to that store to go get us a couple pieces of a mower. I do think sheep might be a good thing to do. They don't produce a lot of money, but they require pretty minimal work to where we can literally just put some feed in there and let them go. And with alfalfa already being on the farm, might be pretty easy to simply turn an even bigger profit. You know, a longevity project. I think that's what we're going to do. I think sheep's a good idea, but we will have to turn the alfalfa into alfalfa hay. I don't think they eat straight alfalfa grass. Just saying. Do we buy the mower? Yeah. Yeah, we buy mower. Taking a little Sunday cruise here back up to the store. You know, casually driving up there at 1 o'clock in the morning and start mowing my grass. I don't know when you guys mow your grass, but I think that's the best time to start mowing your grass. Usually around 1 a.m., right when all the neighbors are sleeping. a while, this was my favorite Alan Jackson song. Oh, that's what we heard. It must have been that that restaurant back there. We just drove by and heard it again. Put on the motor, built out of love, but made for the water. Ran for years till the transom got right. Alright, we're just gonna cut right through here. That's a service entrance. They told me that I'm allowed to use that since I'm a frequent customer. Frequent customers have access to use the good spot. Alright. There we go. With boat rides. Cross the Alabama line, but I was king of the ocean. Drive. Alright, let's check out what's on sale. Ooh, 106,000 for this guy might be a good idea. It doesn't go with the theme of John Deere, but getting a 300 horsepower tractor. Can this thing get narrow? Yes, it can. It can get narrow. So that means we can use this for like fertilizing or anything that already has like a crop down. And twin tires are only 3,000. How many hours? I think they said that this thing already had 36 hours on it. Um, 106,000 for 30. It's 33 months old or 36 hours. I mean, for 60% off, though. 60% off, I mean, that's worth a couple of fixes on it. No, we'll skip it. I'm not going to talk myself into getting no tractor I don't want. 3 daughters of my own. Let her ride an old Jeep across the pasture at our home. Alright, here's our mowers. I couldn't find them. Alright, what kind of mower... Hot on my feet. Alright, this gives me 3.9. Man, it makes the most sense, I think, to go with... I don't think I have the Batwing anymore, do I? No. $8.3 versus 9.4. Double the money. It's double the money. Oh, flop, by the way. Heck yeah, I didn't know. Okay, dude, so this is Farm Simulator 25. Farm Simulator 25. Actually, dude, since you're in, I don't know how long you guys will be watching for. Me and Phil are thinking about playing some Fortnite. If your kids are Fortnite fans, I could switch over and play some Fortnite. But this is Farm Sim 25. And this is, we're building a farm, going to be doing this ongoing, and trying to get to $15 million is the plan. Trying to get to $15 million. And I think that we buy the big mower and just go for it. Not this mower, but these two right here. Or we can just go base. No, we're going to go for it. We got a little bit of dough. We're going to go for the nice... No, we only want one. We don't want to buy 2 of them. Don't want to buy... Oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, so this game is super chill. If you're into... I've never gotten into any, like, simulators before. But then this one, Farm Simulator 22, came across, and it was, like, on sale. And I was like, man, I'm going to try it out. So it is all about budgeting and then working the fields. Let me get this equipment back. And then you can see some field work as well. Because that's when it kind of gets cool, is when you start seeing the field. But then it's all about, you know, profits, controlling your spending, making sure that you're budgeting well. Now, there are ways in the game that you can download and get basically free money. Yeah, I did start the other day. I just dropped it back on YouTube. It's pretty nice to throw on in the background, kind of like a podcast in the background almost. But I started a new series on the baseball game. It's a road to the show with a starting pitcher, trying to get to the all-time strikeout record. So I got this little truck here. This is a mod that came on that you can download. And this one has the 3-point attachers on the front and the back, so I'm able to move this equipment, which is why I went with this this truck. Oh, buddy. I think it's a little too heavy to be all on the back side, dude. Alright, so let's try it on the front side then. I'm thinking this will be enough to hold it down. No, but we can turn. Alright, so this is what we'll have to do. No big deal. We can handle this. We were built for this moment. My redneck roots are kicking in here. You know, being able to go up a trailer when you're not on straight. So we'll grab this. Oh. Hit the wrong button. Up, up, up. Oh! It was going the wrong way, bro. It was going the wrong way. Alright. So this is where the game does get a little bit of fun as well, is when things mess up, which is pretty constant. So now we gotta save it. Now we gotta save it. Yeah, even this thing, honestly, is making me kind of bounce a little bit. Usually if you just run into things, though, it's pretty gracious. And it'll stand kind of upright for you. Just like that. Perfect. First try. First try. That's exactly what I was going for right there. This is just part of it. This is just part of the game. If you ever play this game, you will experience this. I have a bunch of footage of me doing stuff like this. Let's see if this will stand up this way. Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, it will get there eventually. Hey! Oh. Man, I thought we had it. I thought we had something. I thought we had something there. Alright. Backup plan. Backup plan. Why is it not letting me grab that? Okay. Alright. Backup plan. Okay. It's not letting me do any of those things. Won't let me select that too. So you can reset equipment and stuff, but it's not letting me like select that. Just give us a few minutes as we figure this out. This is a big part of the game. This is a big part of the game. Hey! 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 Oh, no! Hey! Hey! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! We did it. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so hopefully these two are just enough weight for each other, because you see how I'm already kind of bouncing with this thing? Hey, pretty good. They bounce pretty well. Now we are cooking with motor oil. Now we're cooking with motor oil. Alright, here we go. Let's get this up on now. Always want to make sure we load our trailers, you know, at the end. Like at the, as far on as you can to make sure that your weight is distributed right. Make sure your weight is distributed right. Alright, go, baby. Flop, as you are out there, make sure you do hit that follow button down below. Somewhere down there. Helps out a lot. I'm trying to get to, I need to get to 50. I need to get all the way to 50. I'm currently sitting at 35 if you did not hit that button already. Being selfish. Asking for it if I haven't earned it yet. If I haven't earned it yet, we will jump to Fortnite then, and I'll show you just how bad we can be, and then we'll definitely earn it. Alright, but it is time for us to get this equipment back home. And we can start harvesting our alfalfa field. This game is also very peaceful to just get on and just enjoy. It's not... Oh, I'm going to hit that pole. It's not very stressful unless you're unable to get your equipment loaded. But other than that, it's pretty easy. Yeah, it's just part of the street that's just kind of noisy because I got so many people on out there hanging out at 3 o'clock in the morning. What are they doing? What are they doing? The cowboy in the back stood up and yelled, "Cardaggio!" I want to flip our trailer here. If you think about it, though, I know that this is going to look small because when you get out, you zoom out and everything. But 9 meters wide is how wide our mower is. That's like, what is that, 20 feet? That's pretty wide if you think about it. It's pretty wide. When it comes to the shape of the field, you'll see, because compared to like the harvesters they have like, I don't know, they're like 18, 20 meters, I think, across. I think we got a car behind us. I think we cut someone off. Let's look. Yeah, we did. You better keep going, big dog. We're hauling. We're hauling, dude. Oh, that red car just went for a double pass. Oh, dude. You seem to brake check me? He just broke choked me, dude. We're gonna pass him back. We're gonna pass him. This is Fast and Furious stuff, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there, dude. He's trying to play chicken with us, bro. We don't play that around here. This is us, homie. Yeah, man, Ohio drivers, you know. We take ours, baby. We take ours, baby. I do have a very sharp curve coming up. Yeah, dude, hit that. Here we go. Too soon, Buster. Shh. All right, we gotta slow down. We got a sharp curve right here. Don't want to hit the school bus. Don't hit the school bus. We will respect them. He's on with his turn signal on, though. Welcome back to the farm. Welcome back to the farm. Here we are. Welcome home. Welcome home. Right? Right? Yeah, so A. Kleiner, Mr. Alec, this is, so Rusty Bucket's biggest fan. That's my cousin. That's my cousin. And then as you see, Rusty Bucket's biggest fan there, Flop, he's calling you out. Kleiner's been here for, like, every stream, subscriber, first subscriber on the channel. Might have even been first follower on the channel. A lot of accolades. First gifted subber on the channel. Man, we could go on. Yeah, metrics don't lie. But he did title himself, you know, though. But he did title himself. All right, here we go. Let's get all this actually, we'll do this the right way. We'll do this the right way. Look at him. Look at him. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot I did the lightning. But I like it. Let's go get our new toys. Let's go get our new toys. Oh, got 3 bits, baby. That's what we're talking about. 3 bits redeemed. I think that's going to keep, if you haven't gotten the VIP stats, I think that's going to keep it for sure there. 3 more bits, baby. Metrics don't lie. All right, let's get the back of this thing off here pretty easily. Will not be as challenging as it is. Oh, we're in reverse. As it was getting on here, because this tractor can handle all this. This tractor can handle all this. It can handle more, dude. Boom. Alright. Kind of weird doing this with two hands, but I think this is a skill that I will develop. Oh. Right? I mean, it was also something I was going to actually text you about that today. If that's something that you want, I can definitely just drop that on you. You're here all the time and probably know more about this than I do anyway. All right, but let's get working lights. Unfold this stuff. There it is, work mode. We want to swath drop the back, baby. Let's get the front unfolded too. Turn them on, we'll lower. Turn it on, we'll lower. We're going to set up our steering assist here. Alright. Now as we're driving, we will start mowing, but we're not really gonna care about the grass. Yeah, you mentioned that you had it. I haven't tried it yet. Still haven't tried it. I actually forgot again that I keep remembering that when we're on here talking about it, and then I forget, which is very common for me. Alright, so now we do have lane assist now, which is like a built-in GPS that most tractors do have. So now we are able to cruise it out. Oh, cruise it out. And we're able to cruise at 14. So, man, now we're just sitting here chilling. Now look at us. Got all this free time now. Got all this free time. I started a farm about a month ago on here. But I was just doing stuff. I was trying to, like, penny pinch, and that's why I started with more money on this one. Because I realized I was doing stuff that just was not entertaining to watch, which even this is kind of weird just because we're just sitting here at this point. Like, I'm not pushing anything. But it's kind of the fun thing about it is I'm actually going to hire a worker, and then we're going to go do some other stuff. Because you can hire people to work your fields for you, so you're not actually forced to do it the whole time. So like I said, with the built-in GPS, you'll see it here. It'll take these turns and everything. But then eventually when it gets too sharp, it will cut off. Or when you get to the edge, it'll just stop. So we just got to reset. Drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl. Set back on cruise. And there we go, baby. We off. Alright, so as we are mowing here, just kind of a cool thing. We're swath dropping it too in the middle, so that means it's all dropping together, so it's a little bit easier to collect. Now, I'm thinking that we're going to do sheep, so we're going to have to ted this. So we need to go get a tedder, so we might as well just go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do, turn this to AI worker. Now watch this. Oh, they're going to miss a little. That's a bummer, but that's okay. All right, so now they are going, and now what we can do is we can jump out, and now they're going to keep just mowing this field. So they will do that all by themselves, which is kind of cool. But we will save a little bit of time, and we will just teleport. Watch this. 3, 2, 1, wham! Wham! Now we're back in our truck. All right, so let's go and get... let's go ahead and get the tedder. I think that's a good idea. Back to the store we go. We'll have to buy one. I think it makes sense for us just to buy the equipment that we know we're going to use. Because we plan on being a sheep farmer for a long time, then we're definitely going to need that. Way up loud, got tailors in the back, tailgates down. I do want to set up a stone factory so we can start getting lime produced, but that is something we'll do later because it's kind of just not fun to have to get the ramps or the conveyor belts back. It's kind of frustrating. We'll do that later. We're just country boys and girls getting down on the farm. In a New York minute, but there's some things you can do inside the old city. 1 second. I'm gonna text Big Phil. Alright, we're going to get a tedder, cruise that back, and then, oh, we can probably go ahead and get, I don't know if it makes sense to go ahead and pick up the, I don't even know what they're called, to be honest, the front suckers, the Suckit, the David Wallace Suckit. It picks things up off the ground and blows it into a trailer. Alright, so let's look at... Discounts haven't changed. Oh! Here's a tedder. I mean, it's only 16,000 for that, and they want it for 7. I think we're gonna go with the big dog. It's one of those things, yes, we're kind of bleeding money right now. That's true. We're kind of bleeding money. This one will get the job done. Just saying. That one's only 8 thou. Versus us dropping on a brand new tedder just because we want one new. Because if we do get a new tedder, I mean, we're gonna get the 44 thou. We're gonna get 44 thou. Rusty Bucket's biggest fan and Tattoosy Gravy, Taters and Gravy, Taters and Gravy. I can't remember how to say that. That's Flop and Big Phil, just so you guys know who each other are. 44 thou. We'll take the discount. Oh, it's gone. It just went away. It went away in that time that we were looking at it. So I guess that's a sign that we get our own Ted dog. Get our own Ted dog. Do we want Big Cat? Or are we going to get the one that was just on sale? I think out of principle we got to get Big Cat just because of it. Yeah, it's Flop. Rusty Bucket's biggest fan is Flop, and he said his kids are with them as well, as they're watching. So I did say that if they play Fortnite, the kids play Fortnite, so I did mention us jumping on and running a few since they're watching right now. Oh, watching ads. Yep. Yeah, turn those on. I got affiliates, so those do pop up if you're not subscribed, so Mr. Kleiner doesn't get those. So A Kleiner 90 doesn't get those ads. You should be back here in just a minute. See that, Mr. Kleiner? We got ads on and you don't get them. You know, gotta get that revenue stream somehow. There was another, other ads I can put on, at the bottom of my, display and stuff, to, maximize rewards. And I can turn them up, their frequency to get more money, but I didn't want to do that. I think an ad. Here we are. Welcome. Sorry you had to watch those ads, but, you know, affiliate, baby, so what's good? But, yeah. I mentioned running some Fortnite since they're watching his kids play. Yeah, last time you guys passed me, and then I ended up passing you back because we were flying with this thing. Oh, Matrix. Oh, we didn't make it. We didn't make it. I don't know why I said Matrix. More Fast and Furious again. Oh, he's coming back for revenge. He's coming back for revenge, baby. I'm coming around the mountain. Well, potatoes and gravy, they were blowing it up, as you see up above. Floppy McTaters, baby. Here we go. We can also check on the progress that we got with our AI worker we had out there in the field, tearing it up first. Actually, is this thing able to run these equipment? Because if so, that gives us an extra, basically a free tractor. Free tractor, man. Yes. It might need a weight on the front. But man, that is a way to get an extra tractor for free. I didn't think of that when we bought it with the hitches, to be honest. I just thought about being able to pick up equipment so I can put it on the tractor to haul it around. Alright, we'll just leave this here for now. I think Alfalfa, I think we can drive through it without damaging it, maybe? Yep, because it's grass. Other crops, we wouldn't be able to drive through it. There's our guy. There's our guy. What's he doing? Is he still on the headlands, or is he now on normal passes? Maybe second headland. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Like if we drive over here, it should destroy it as we drive. Yep. So now we're leaving tracks over here in this field. Alright, so we'll just let him keep doing his thing. We got the tether. We need to run back and get us a trailer, and we need to get the Sucket, the David Wallace Sucket. Woo, buddy, did you see that, man? We just went right over there. That's about as exciting as this game gets, man. That's the stuff that all of a sudden makes your butthole pucker a little bit, you know? Hey, baby. Hey, girl. Oh, look at this. Perfect, too. Right there. Perfect little... Ooh. Man, this also... The steering wheel is really touchy. Like, the play that's usually in a steering wheel, it makes you actually swerve just a little bit. I missed the driveway that I wanted. Alright, though, because remember we got this little service entrance. Alright, let's get... Oh. Oh, no! Okay, it wasn't water like it was last time. Alright, so this is the Sucket thing I mean, right here. This thing. It picks stuff up off the ground for us. Now with this, we will forge it and say that it is John Deere. We also need a trailer. And I really, really don't like the trailers that I have in that kit. So I want to look at these. Ooh, 59 up to 45. And it will haul everything. There we go with this one then. Ooh, a different dole. Don't know how you met me, you don't. Oh, that door looks cool. Actually, I just like the basic door. Green and gray, green and yellow. I kind of like green and yellow. All right, so that's how we get it up to the max, 48.3. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do right there. All right, you're jumping on the sticks, baby. Jumping on the sticks. I might run this back, and then I might jump on here in just a minute with you. Let me run this stuff back to the farm, and then yeah, let me run this back to the farm real quick and see what happens. Mine usually updates independently. Usually I don't have to wait for it to update. But if I do, that's usually pretty quick for me. Alright, let's see if we can... Yeah, it's a big old trailer. When this thing is weighted down, I don't know if this truck's gonna be able to pull it. Oh! Got away from me. Couldn't see. That'll happen. Alright, now we're going. Now let's see if I can get the camera there without me messing everything up again. Alright. Now we're going, baby. Now we're cooking motor oil. Oh, uh-oh. Watch out, red car. You gotta respect the farmers. You gotta respect the farmers. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit too much weight for it because it is bobbing and weaving me all over. Sharp. Sharp, sharp. So we're going to just stay off the main roads because that's just going to be catastrophic. Ooh, buddy, see? Ooh, buddy. Can we cheat the system? Lower that down. Also, give me the big map. We're going to take the back way. Gotta take the back way. Rusty Bucket's biggest fan, Mr. Flop. Do you ever play Fortnite yourself? Still out there with us? If you ever do play Fortnite, or even your kids want to jump in, we can always jump in with us. I will warn you though. We get a little. We're not known for having the cleanest mouth. We're not known for being on the Orbit commercials, if you know what I mean. Do our best, but we also get passionate. Alright, there is this big like ramp coming up that we're about to hit with just this trailer, so we'll see how this goes. Everyone buckle up, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we did not make it. We are not going to make this. Nope. I've been in this situation many a time. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to have to drop the trailer and come back to it with the big... Oh, I dropped the wrong thing. I'm going to have to come back to that with a tractor. Uh-oh, we might be stuck for it, boys. We're gonna have to get out of this. We're gonna get out of this. Dude, is it really? That's amazing, dude. I mean, this is like from... I mean, this is from back in the day, man. This is taking me back to when I was straight in high school. Do we have to go forward here? As you guys are seeing, we're now taking the off-road adventure here. on the game. I think we need to have to come back with Big Boy. We're going to have to come back with Big Boy Slim. Dude, this is a banger, dude. This is probably the stuff your sister listened to back at the teen club. You know what I'm saying? There's our random trailer over there. Okay, we gotta go save it with old Big Dad. Here comes old Big Daddy. Here comes Big Daddy. Now, if this thing gets hung up down in here, we know that something's going on. Yep. Yep. If I get these things unstuck with this big old tractor, I'm going to live up to my name once and for all. So I'll send the video to my dad later on the day. Just show him what's up. I should take this whole setup over there and just let him drive around on these big old tractors. Alright, so he's down here. Well, man, I mean, as you see, I got some stuff I gotta take care of real quick, man. I got some stuff all hung up. You know? Come on. Come on back. Yeah. Stay right there. Stay right there. Very good. Very good. Give me that hookup, dude. There we go. Yeah, dude. Look at them horses. Oh, yep, yep. Boom. Look at that. All right, we'll drop that. Look at that, baby. Dude, we just crushed that, my man. Just crushed that. Alright, so now we just gotta go get our piece of equip. Uh-oh. We're in a little bind. There we go. There we go. We just need a little, just a little. Yeah. Yeah. Big Daddy. Big Daddy's coming through. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Because now we can just ease on down in here. Perfectly what I wanted to do right there. There we go. Man, this is exhilarating right now. I'm glad that this little creek is on my property. I'm never going to do this again, but this is really fucking fun right now. Sorry, really fun right now. Man, give me the hookup. There we go. Look at that. Hmm. Oh, that looks like a gentle part right there. Wonder if it would let me build a bridge. Be pretty handy. Alright. We might as well just run this back. Alright. Let's get this guy working and then we'll get the rest. We'll get the rest. Yeah, dude. Raise hell and praise Dale, dude. I've been doing that since 91. Been my whole life's mission. Whole life's mission. When anybody asks me to, what is my all-time favorite song? This is what I say. This is my all-time favorite song. Alright, here we go. I feel like this song is just, you know, just kind of one of those classics, baby. I think I gotta get it easier to press my X buttons. Now the cool thing is like, oh man, I don't want to get this all lined up. You can just pull back into the middle of the field, set up the AI worker. Jump out of the way, and it will kind of read the field and get adjusted to where it needs to go and just start going. Kind of cool. All right, now we got to still get this little monster back over there. I'm not mad at this little truck. This little truck has done well. It just, that was kind of a lot to ask of it to get through here with that. Oh, No Sleep Till 15. First time in the chat. Love this song. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Also, No Sleep Till 15. You were the lucky recipient of a Kleiner in the chat, gifted a sub, and you were the lucky winner of that random sub. So welcome to a free month. Not a free month. A Kleiner bought it for you, but welcome to a month of subscription here at Rusty Buckets Gaming. Whenever ads come up, you don't have to participate in those. You get to watch right through. So, kind of something cool there. Hey, gotta head out, dude. Well, thanks for hanging out for a little bit, man. Probably play some Fortnite here later on today. But next time, maybe next time, we'll be back on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, No Sleep Till 15, so hell yeah. Hell yeah. Super cool. I think he's still here, A Kleiner 90. He's been here in the chat. He's almost always here. Has the most channel points and things, so if he's not here right now, he'll be back in just a minute, but yes, yes, yes. All right, we're back. Yeah, boom, there it is. A Kleiner, yep. Yeah, super cool. Super cool when I saw that come up. So, very stoked. Very stoked. All right, so he's out doing that. We got... Does it make sense for us to purchase and get another nice tractor? That way we can start doubling up on tasks. And I think that does make sense for us to get another nice tractor to be rocking with, too. Also, my headset didn't go out at all. I thought it did. I simply just turned it down. Somehow the dial got turned down. So, that is what it is. That is what it is. Do we get something cheap, or do we get something... My whole heart is telling me to get like a medium tractor. Well, that's 301. They're recommending using the truck as a tractor, though. I wonder how the truck does mowing. Let's look. Let's look real quick. Because you can look here at, like, if you go to any of your equipment, it'll tell you here at the bottom, it tells you, like, it needs a 220 horsepower engine and a 110. So maybe we switch this up and we mow with our truck. That might be a good idea. Wrong way. Whoop. Yeah, pretty cool. We got the first person to ever subscribe and the first gifted sub, which is the same person. And the person that got the free gifted sub all in the chat. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool moment for us here at Rusty Buckets Gaming. All right, let me get this over here. And let's switch this setup. Heck yeah, 3 more bits, baby. Going for a new record here on the channel tonight, I think. We're pushing for it. Pushing for it. All right, let's get this out of the way. Man, our 2 vehicles of choice is this awesome colored Mercedes and then that lightning covered John Deere. Yeah, biddies too. On fire. I do feel weird about the song that is currently on right now. Because I don't really listen to Diddy anymore. That's one of my things. I'm just like, I probably shouldn't. But that was the first like hip hop song I ever heard when I was a kid. I was like, man, what is this? And it was, you know, kind of life changing. All right, will this thing be able to go at 14? No, this thing's gonna struggle trying to do this task. So we need to... I think we're gonna need another tractor. Because waiting around for one tractor all the time is just gonna be too much! I feel like this song doesn't match farming. Let's go up here to this, and we're just gonna go... Woo! This is 90s country, and we get Shania up first, baby. We get Shania up first. Are you kidding me? I like this song. There's a part in it where there's like 4 or 3 dudes in the background that are any man, any man, any man. I used to think that was really cool when I was a kid, the way they did that. Any man of mine better be proud of me. Oh, there we go. For a date, that's fine, but he better be on time. So we're just gonna get in the field here, popping into AI worker. Have a bad hair day. I think we need to go get us another tractor. So we are gonna do that. We're gonna take the Secret Service exit right here. It's also something cool is when you're starting out a farm is when you just randomly drive places, like we're gonna go up this way. Because it may be something that we try. Oh no. We do not want to attempt that again. We just did some stuff with that. We don't want to do that. We know that there's a creek right there. Can we take this? Yeah, we got this right here. We got this. Keep traction. Keep traction, big dog. Yeah. So no, we will not be turning that into a road. We will not be turning that into a road. We are going to... We are just gonna never do that again. If I change my mind. No sleep till 15. What games do you play? I play a lot of baseball, a lot of MLB The Show. Play some Fortnite with my buddies. I don't play Fortnite often by myself, though. It's more of a game I play with people. And I've been, in my free time, I play a lot of Risk right now. I'm trying to play a lot of Risk. Any man of mine. Sorry, just a song like this, you can't help but get a little bit, you know? You gotta shimmy, shake, make the earthquake. I think here comes my part. Here it is. That was it. That was the whole part. I don't know if this is the road that I'm supposed to take, but it's the one I'm taking. Dead by Daylight. I played maybe 10 minutes of that one day, and then I turned it off for no reason. No reason. I just never got it back, picked it back up because I didn't have the time to devote my life to it. So I felt like that was going to be a game that I was going to sink into. Kind of have an addictive personality, get really, really into a game and go all into it. Let's buy a tractor. Let's buy a tractor together, yo. Could go with another large tractor. That's $300,000 for a 305 horsepower. Always looking at the horsepower. Or if I come down here, I can get 234. I'm trying to stay in the John Deere family. 301 for, because then you got to upgrade the engine. So a 282 max. Maybe we do just go with the small, large John Deere. Can we get... We definitely need narrow wheels there. Yes, narrows. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley. I've never played Stardew Valley myself, but I know someone that does. They don't just have narrows and BKTs? Oh, so it looks like for this tractor, the only way I'm getting narrows is if we dual them up, which isn't a bad thing. I kind of like, you know, narrow tractor or narrow tires, and duals are kind of cool. Is this what we do? I don't want a front loader, no. $321,000 for another tractor. It's a little bit smaller. No, Lethal Company. Never heard of Lethal Company. No idea what that is. Should I look it up? $321,000. Yeah, we're doing it. That's for a good tractor. That's a really good tractor. Okay, look at the new beauty. The new beauty. That's awesome. That's awesome. We should get a weight while we're here. On a body. Randy Travis has such a classic voice, man. Alright, so we need one of these for our big John Deere. 1.2 ton or one. We'll just buy 2 of them, because I like them. Oh. Fired it up. Okay, favorite game that you've played? Yeah, so I've spooky looting game. I've looked into or thought about doing some type of, you know, spooky or like haunted game, something like that. But I haven't got into it yet, just because I don't know, I get scared super easily. So haven't, and I'm also trying to get my series going, but of different things going, but maybe I'll look into that too. I always like suggestions, new games, because you never know what's going to get, like, just hook you, because I never thought that, like, a farm sim game would be something that hooks me, but I put over, actually, I don't know how many total, I think like 1,000 hours into Farm Sim 22. Death Get a Horror series, yeah, so that's the, like, the, where it's came up, you know, it's came up a couple of times. Yeah, I think for me too, I'm trying to find the balance between the YouTube stuff and then the streaming stuff, because being able to double up is very, very clutch to make things a lot smoother. Like when it comes to like the editing and things like that, because then you just have the material to go off of. Alright, we off, baby. Yeah, YouTube too. So that's where I do baseball series. I have 2 baseball series on YouTube. But one series that has 11 episodes out. I'm on the 12th right now that I'm filming, or that I'm editing now at this point. But I'm rebuilding the Colorado Rockies on MLB The Show. And then I just posted the first video from my Tuesday stream, which is a Road to the Show on baseball. And then I do have another series coming out. That's a good idea. So get that and then mirror those rewards. That's a good idea to go off of, dude. That's a really good idea. Oh, we're a little too heavy. I need to go a little bit slower at the corners. We're a little bit too heavy to be power sliding like that. Dump our new tractor. That would not be good. Now I'm hitting this pole. All because I geeked out a little bit. Even if I had some scary things in my headphones, man, you're not gonna spend it. You're saving up for that 10,000. You're probably gonna go like 2 10,000 on me back to back or something. You know, get me to send you like my living room. That's a good idea, especially with the season, with it being the Halloween season now. That makes a good idea. That's what I'll look into once this stream's over tonight, is look into a game. Yeah, but I like the idea. I really like the idea of like getting a couple of series going. So maybe we don't farm every single week, because especially right now it's not as exciting because there's not a lot going on. In the managing of the farm and jumping from task to task, we're kind of stuck with the getting things set up. But I really like doing the Dallas Morning series, the baseball the other day. I think that's something that I really enjoyed doing, that one on the stream. Thought it was fun. And like I did say the other day too, I got Call of Duty back downloaded, so that's something we can jump in on. Yeah, but yeah, there's like the balance of trying to figure out like the amount of, or like how to spend the time wisely, like getting clips for Instagram and the YouTube series and the Twitching, or streaming on Twitch. So, but it's so fun, man. It's like all I spend my time doing and thinking about is videos now and gaming. That's all I ever thought about for years, but now it seems a little bit more productive rather than just me gaming alone, you know? We might need to buy a weight for this truck, actually. That might be a good idea because it's got the horsepower to haul this, but I'm only pushing some gas right now. I'm scared of it getting squirrely, and then we get another pickle where I gotta spin forever trying to stand it back up. But I probably next year, after like a full harvest and things, I might be switching to a big semi though, because, you know, this little truck might not do it. Oh, we're getting squirrely. I think I say that right before it got real bad. Man, whoever curated this little 90s country playlist is on fire. Oh, she just walked around on us. Yeah, we just walked that dog. Well, I guess if you think about it, those weights, each of those weights are 1.8 ton. 1.8 ton. So that's 3.6 ton just in weights. Not including this huge tractor we got on there. And the trailer itself. So, I mean, this little truck is ripping, dude. It's ripping and tearing. It's ripping and tearing. Alright, let's get this new tractor out there, man. Oh, we had that tractor on the whole time. We had the tractor on the whole time. Yeah, thank you, No Sleep Till 15. Yeah, be back. We'll be back on Saturday and Sunday with some different things. Won't always be farming, so maybe have a little bit more stuff going on. But yeah, have some fun. Have some fun. Appreciate you. We'll drop these weights in here. Oh, wrong way. Drop one in front of each bay door. And we'll go on out there, man. We'll go on out there and get a little weird. Maybe we'll just set ourselves up, and then maybe we'll go play some Fortnite for like the last 45 minutes, half hour of this stream that we got going on. So we'll just leave this tractor here, is what we'll do. And he's got the tedder on there. The tedder is what dries out the grass or alfalfa grass and flips it into the hay for us. We still got that guy out there mowing. Let's go take a peek on him. Oh, doing well. Doing well. Now we will need a windrower, which is something that puts everything back in order. And I think getting a little weight for this truck is a good idea. So a truck, weight, and the tedder. So let's do that real quick. That's another thing that we can accomplish, and then we're really set up for next time. So we'll go get that done. And then yeah, I will be taking this. I'm going to be taking this, putting it into a YouTube series as well. Because being in, I really like the farm community, and I want this farm that I'm currently building to actually turn into an online farm that people that have farm sim can jump in with me and be able to help me out on the farm, you know? I wonder if a one ton weight or less is what we should put on this truck. 1 ton weight or less. Come on. It's Carolina too. There was someone that kind of remade this song, like put out a new vibe on it. I kind of got down with it. But a lot of people were hating on it because they were talking about he was like changing a classic, and it's like, dude, it's good. It's good. Love it for what it is. Don't hate it for what it isn't. You know what I mean? Love it for what it is. Don't hate it for what it isn't. I have spent quite a bit of time thinking about the 10,000 point reward, though. So that is something I've spent quite a bit of time thinking about. Okay, there's our windrowers. If we would have bought 2 tedders, man. 9.2 versus 14. I think the 14's worth it. We're going to use it a bunch. Spare wheel, we'll say the 150. There we go. We're just bleeding money. Bleeding money. Ooh, we might have wanted to look at that first, because that is a windrower with a baler. Actually, I don't want to deal with bales. Dealing with bales is not good. Dude, share some glizzies, bro. I'm in. Share some glizzies. Oh, I wanted to wait. There are some, so now that I'm down here, the 2 scallions I eat at are owned by the Lamborghinis themselves, which is pretty cool. Like I think it's the sons of the founder owns them, but they're old now, so they're not really around. I kind of like the looks of this one. 1 ton. I think that'll work out good for our little truck. Look at that turn radius, man. Alright. Now let's see how this does. Because remember, even pulling the windrower, it was getting a little squirrely. I like this song too, man. I like this whole playlist. Never heard old Marshall Dillon say, gotta running away. I wonder if they're gonna, because obviously, I mean, I wonder if they'll come up with a permanent substitute for their hot dog. I don't know why. I wonder if they will. Or what'll be the next thing. I would have never thought chicken chili. The kitties. Oh, whoa, dude. That guy was ballsy. Man, that was like a West Side Driver, homie. That guy went for it, and I love it. I kind of love it. Kind of got my Kind of puckered me up, you know? Kind of puckered me up. Camel Drive. We can also zoom out further. Those campfire songs. We zoom out even farther. Yeah, so we can go all the way out, depending on like what equipment you have on there. Jesse James. Danger. Man, that turbo was beautiful. Alright, we gotta figure out exactly where the slam on your brakes is. Alright, it's out to the guardrail. Actually, guardrail might have been perfect. Because then we can just coast on in. Man, having this steering wheel is nice. It is nice. Should I ramp it? I'm gonna ramp it. Intrusive thoughts, man. Intrusive thoughts. Hey! Alright, so let's pull this out here. Because we'll have to TED it, and then we'll have to windrow it. Alright, so we'll just stop this guy. So this is how I always communicate, like, with myself. Is what I'm going to do is then pull this guy up here. Stop him. So then he's there. This guy's there, ready to windrow. So I just kind of leave myself little cues. All right, that's where we're going to stop the farming for the day. I like the stopping point.